The 2024 U.S. election brought a significant shift in the political landscape. This change introduces new policies, and immigration is a central issue. The new administration ran on a platform of stricter immigration control, signaling a departure from previous policies. Immigrants in the U.S., and those hoping to immigrate, face uncertainty. The impact of these changes will be far-reaching. The new administration campaigned on promises of stricter border control and limiting illegal immigration. They also plan to overhaul legal immigration, aiming to reshape the U.S. immigration system. This impacts millions of lives, making it crucial for both immigrants and Americans alike to understand these changes. The new administration's approach focuses on enforcement, with plans to increase deportations and limit access to benefits. This approach aims to deter illegal immigration, as the administration believes it will discourage people from trying to enter or stay in the U.S. illegally. However, critics argue this approach is harsh and will harm vulnerable populations. The coming years will reveal the full impact of these changes, reshaping the U.S. immigration landscape. The effects will be felt by immigrants, their families, and communities across the country. It is indeed a time of change and uncertainty for all involved. The new administration is prioritizing immigration enforcement, which means more resources for border security and a tougher stance on those who enter or stay in the U.S. illegally. One of the most significant changes is the increase in deportations, with plans to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. The administration is also reinstating controversial policies, including the Remain in Mexico policy, which forces asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their cases are processed in the U.S. Critics argue this policy is inhumane and puts vulnerable people at risk. Another key change is the reduction of humanitarian programs, ending protections for certain groups from deportation, including DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which protected undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children. These changes are causing fear and uncertainty in immigrant communities. The administration argues these measures are necessary to deter illegal immigration and protect national security. However, critics argue these policies are cruel and ineffective, harming vulnerable populations and damaging the U.S.'s reputation. The new administration's impact extends to legal immigration, implementing changes that make it harder to immigrate legally to the U.S. This includes reducing the number of refugees admitted each year and making the citizenship process more difficult. The administration argues these changes are necessary to prioritize the interests of American citizens, protect national security, and reduce the backlog of immigration cases. However, critics argue these changes are discriminatory and based on fear rather than facts. The administration is also changing the way visas are processed, increasing scrutiny of visa applications, resulting in longer wait times and more denials, particularly for work visas and student visas. These changes have created obstacles for individuals and families hoping to build a life in the U.S. and made it more difficult for U.S. businesses to attract and retain global talent. The long-term impact of these changes on the U.S. economy and its global standing remains to be seen. Navigating the changing immigration landscape can be daunting. It is essential for immigrants to stay informed about their rights and options. Reliable sources of information include the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, and reputable immigration advocacy organizations. One crucial step is to update your address with USCIS if you move, ensuring you receive important notices about your case. You can update your address online or by mail, and failure to do so can have serious consequences, including delays or even denial of your case. It is also vital to seek legal advice from qualified immigration attorneys who can provide personalized guidance based on your specific situation and help you understand your rights and options, as well as represent you in immigration court if necessary. Remember, immigration law is complex and constantly evolving. Staying informed, seeking legal counsel, and proactively managing your case can significantly impact your immigration journey in these uncertain times. Remember, you are not alone. There are resources available to help you navigate these changes and protect your rights.